Greetings, everyone. DFG here, Gideon's Flight. Hey, guys. Just wanted, I guess this video, I guess it's a two-part video, I suppose. But the first thing that I wanted to share with the video, or share with you, I'm sorry, through the video, is, in my opinion, the importance of, getting out on land, getting out in nature, and spending time, by yourself for, reflection, for energy, believe it or not, just for clarity of thought, and it's just good for the soul. We Hebrew Israelites, we're earth people, and I think one of the things that most of us don't have the opportunity to do is really to get outside. You know what I'm saying, and just be a part. Of nature, where whether it's parks or anywhere that you can go, beachfronts, waterfronts, etc. I have the good fortune to be from, landowners, and I'll give you an idea. On both sides of my family, both of my parents were children of inherited, land and property, from their parents. So I'm third generation, probably fourth generation, quite frankly, land owner. And I will tell you that, like, today I'm in Roxy, Mississippi. Yeah, so most guys know most of the time I'm north, but I'm in Roxy, Mississippi, and this is 140 acres of land passed down to my father from his father's father, and obviously some of it will pass down to me, and will pass down to to those who are part of my family lineage as well. And I hope that they do what I do, come out, and get out here and walk the land and just take it in, just see it. So let me share a little bit of it, with you, just so you can get just a little picture of what I'm talking about, okay? This is the land, my father grew up on. He was born on this land. On the other side of that hill over there, the house where he was born and his father was born, it's in, it's shackles now. He has a new house that he built. My father's deceased, but if you look out here and you see what I'm talking about, just the beauty of the land. But my father, he walked these same grounds that I have the opportunity to walk. My father's father walked this ground, and my great grandfather actually purchased this land, $6 an acre, way back in the early 1900s. And again, it's just a wonderful thing to be able to come out and, spend time out here from time to time whenever I can, when time permits. But I can't tell you, what it does, for me, for the soul. And obviously, as important as Yah is to us, I never want to not take that time, again, for reflecting on him, his will, hearing from him, seeking his guidance, for the challenges that I have, and I'm certain most of you have, as well. But again, just want to let you take a look at it, and just share it. You know what I'm saying? Just sharing my blessings, you with you. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Not any kind of way bragging, anything like that, because quite frankly, we don't. The land is entitled to us, but the earth belongs to the Lord, or to Elohim. I'm sorry, but still, He gives us the good grace, to be able to, for me and my family to live here and spend time here, and I just appreciate it so much to get out here and be able to do this. One other thing that I want to share, and this goes to, I was in a conversation with some friends of mine yesterday, and we were talking about what we would call, when I growing up, we called it having manners. You know what I'm saying? When we were kids, we addressed the adults as Mr. and Mrs. And when we responded to them, it was yes, sir, no, sir. We would have never, as kids, addressed an adult, even a stranger, by their first name. But as you know, that's kind of a lost art in many families today. Some families still do it, but overall, it's pretty much a lost art. But it really taught us, how to reverence, adults, and how to reverence those who are in authority. But another thing that we are losing, and we're losing fast, and I was just, to share the story, I was coming out of a supermarket, and I saw a lady, probably a few years older than me, and she had a buggy full of water, and everything in me wanted to go over and help her load the water into her car. She wasn't looking for help. She looks pretty strong and healthy, but everything in me said, go do it, go do it. And I didn't, and it caused some reflection on my part to why wouldn't I do something so natural as go and help, in this case, a female, right, a woman. And and in reflection on it, I thought about it. I said, due to feminism and a lot of things that's being, I'm going to say, socially engineered or programmed, preconditioning young people today, and that is, women don't need, the help of men, or in some cases, women feel disrespected if you offer them your seat, or they feel disrespected if you open a door, for them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that caused my hesitation, believe it or not. It's like, yeah, I want to do it, but she can handle it, so therefore I'm not going to do it. And I found my way, I rationalized not assisting her, but in reflection, I also realized that, it's because of the social engineering that's going on, even with me, where now I would question, helping, a woman, you know what I'm saying? A lady. Because that is natural to even though we don't see it anymore. I get that, but that's natural to a male instinct. The masculinity to the protect and the provision. You know what I'm saying? The logic. Hey, someone needs help. This is how I can help them. But yet I fell short, because of, again, that little bug in the back of my mind saying, well, she can do it herself. But I think deep down inside it was, well, women don't need us as much as, maybe we thought they did, or we wanted, or we believed they did, or wanted them to. And I think that might have been the true reason deep down inside, the subconscious reason for it. But I also made a commitment to myself. That's the last time I'm going to do that. If I feel the inclination to assist someone, it doesn't have to be a woman, but that's the story that I'm telling right now, right, guys, ladies. But I'm going to stay with my natural male instinct, and I'm going to do what I know to do, as a male, regardless of what society may be saying, what a woman would prefer or not prefer when it comes down to just courtesy and, assisting. So, I just brought it up, and for you young parents, I hope that you're taking time with your children and really, figuring out who you want them to be. Not just anything they want to be, but who you want them to be, in terms of, morals and standards and, and respect. And, and cultivate that. Proverbs teaches us to train up a child in the way it will go, and when it's old, it won't depart. And so we're being instructed by Yah, at least us Hebrew Israelites, that we are supposed to be spending time training our children up. And, and training them up is not just training them up in the knowledge of Yah, but training in this instance is literally training. That's what Yah, means when he tells you to train up your child. Teach them standards, teach them, morals, teach them, put a value system in there, teach them to love Yah, teach them to love their brothers, their sisters, teach them to, to look at the earth and understand that before Yahweh put us here, he put all of this beauty. He put that first because he wanted us to have a paradise. And, and I think sometimes we're so caught up in the busyness and I don't want to call it the status quo, but we're so caught up in, the new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, progressive, you know what I'm saying? That we forget that without all of this, we couldn't even live here. I'm talking about on the planet, any of us. And without standards and morals and values, we're not going to be able to last too many more generations um, if we're not mindful and take out the time to train up your sons and your daughters, and to be sure that you have some influence in guiding their footsteps. Ultimately, they'll make their own decisions at some age. But if you plant, corn in the ground, you're going to get corn stalks. So you can, influence outcomes of those, your kids, those that you love. Again, just so that, they'll make you proud. And maybe in some families where there are generational curses, you know what I'm saying, that are passed down from one to the other, some that are not divine, that mean, in other words, not part of Yahweh's judgment, but just a consequence of, just poor behavior. Maybe you can break that, in your family. You know what I'm saying? By just teaching and stepping back and saying, no, we're not going to do it the way everyone else does it. We're going to do it the right way. We're going to do it the way, Yah, instructs us to do it through, our book. They call it the Bible. But again, that's all. I kind of maybe rattling on a little bit. I guess I'm kind of just excited to have the opportunity to share this. So if my conversation seemed a little bit, disconnected, then I ask you for a freebie today, all right? But get outside, guys, ladies. Spend some time, in nature if you can. Obviously, you may not have, land and things of your own that you could do that with. But again, public parks, places that in many cases there's no cost, and just go out there and take a seat. How you say, go sit down on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and touch the earth. You know what I'm saying? Feel it. Pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I probably should have killed this grass. But, be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Just it loves you, through default, because it provides for you. So find a ways to take time and love it back, okay? It'll bring some peacefulness, to your soul, because it does it, for me. And yes, again, just wanted to, talk to you guys for a minute and, just share that. Oh, and men, let's stay men. And if we see what they would call a damsel in distress, or we see a lady who's needing assistance, even if she isn't asking for it, where the opportunity provides itself, step up to the plate. You know what I'm saying? And, and really show them, what we think of them in terms of, wanting to be an asset, to contribute to their wholeness and to their well-being, versus the adversary, as the laws of the land, a lot of these movements are trying to make us out to be. Okay? All right, guys. DFG here. Again, thank you for your time. Love you guys. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.